This shot looks so much better. Stupid son. I should have moved. This was the only table available, though. What can you do? I've decided that I'm going to eat at every quick service location on Disney World property. But free will isn't nearly as fun, so let's spin the wheel. Alright, let's see where we're going for another episode of Quick Service. Ooh, it's going to be really close, but it's looking like it is going to land on Redemption. That's exciting. We haven't done Redemption in a while, and we got a couple fun options on here. But it looks like we're headed back to Sleepy Hollow. Yes, again. Let me explain. So, Sleepy Hollow is a quick service location in Liberty Square in Magic Kingdom. I believe it opened with the park in 1971, although I'm not 100% sure if that's a true fact. It's based off the classic tale, The Legends of Sleepy Hollow, which popularized the Headless Horseman tale. This tale was written by Washington Irving, and the design of the building is actually based off of Washington Irving's actual home in Sunnyside, New York. And yes, because this is Redemption, I have already visited Sleepy Hollow in a TikTok. But this is actually its second time getting Redemption, and its third video on it overall that I've done. The first time I went was just the first time the spinner landed on it. The second time I went, I needed to redeem it because I tried the wrong menu items, according to a lot of you guys. And now the third time, I'm revisiting it because they've recently had a major menu change. So whenever there's a major menu revamp at a restaurant, I have to go back because none of the things I tried are in contention anymore. So let's go to Magic Kingdom to go back to Sleepy Hollow. All right, but first, little fit check. Look at that. I'm wearing the merch. Heck yeah. If you want to wear the spinner wheel, it's tucked in because that's how I wear my shirts. But it says, free will isn't nearly as fun on it, which is super fun. So if you want to wear the wheel on your person, you can get this shirt with the link in my bio. Not a t-shirt guy, that's okay. There's other shirt styles. Not a shirt guy at all. Don't want to wear the wheel. That's okay. There's like stickers and magnets and pins. Not a fan of this design. I also have a front and back design that I can insert a clip of myself wearing here. There's lots of fun options, and I'd appreciate it if you checked it out with, again, the link in my bio. All right, we're here. We've made it to Magic Kingdom. We are on our way to Sleepy Hollow to try the new menu items I mobile ordered. And we're going to get going. We're going to try to beat the parade because I think it'll ruin my audio. We'll see. All right, we made it to Sleepy Hollow. We're going to give it some Redemption. Well, we don't have to give it Redemption, but it has a new menu. So I feel like I need to rejudge it and see if the new menu items are good. A lot of people were upset about the fresh fruit waffle sandwich coming off the menu. So I'm going to try its substitute and see if it's good or if people are complaining for a reason or if they have nothing to worry about. So, and let's get ranking. Category 1, theming and seating. All right, my face is all red. It's really hot. I was walking here. First impressions of the theme. Well, it's my third impressions of the theme. I've been here quite a bit. I still find it to be a little lackluster. I think in the beginning I was like, I like the theme of the building itself, but the theme of the seating area is just a little, it's small and it's a little lackluster. It's just like bricks and seats, you know. I think there's more they could do with the theme of like Sleepy Hollow. But I don't hate it. I just don't think it's the most innovative, especially compared to like other things that are around it. Like Columbia Harbor House is also in Liberty Square, and it has far better theming. So the first 2 times I scored Sleepy Hollow, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 on theme because I did find it to be lackluster. Even though I liked the building itself, the seating area was just kind of boring. So despite still finding the theme to be a little bit lackluster, I am gonna up its score just a tad bit. And that's because I recently discovered that the building is based off of Washington Irving's home, as I said earlier. I think that's a pretty cool piece of history, and that it helps it fit into Liberty Square a little bit better. And I've always said that I liked the design of the building itself, and that the seating area was just a little bit lackluster to me. So I think it's fair at this point in the game that I do give a few more points to the actual restaurant itself, and change its score just a little bit from a 2.5 out of 5 to a 3 out of 5. Now, category 2, food. So the menu is the whole reason I'm revisiting this place for the 3rd time. Sleepy Hollow serves mostly waffle or funnel cake related items. And recently, Disney did change the menu for this place, switching the waffle sandwich items for Mickey waffle replacements. So now instead of the chicken or the fresh fruit being inside a waffle, almost like a taco, it's on top of a giant Mickey waffle. All non-waffle related items like the corn dogs or the funnel cakes, those remained untouched. Looking at the menu, I think I already know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the chicken, like the honey chicken Mickey waffle, to try the new version of the hot honey chicken waffle sandwich that I didn't like, since I've already had the corn dog and that's unchanged. And then for dessert, I'm gonna get the Mickey waffle with the Nutella and the berries and all that on it, because that is the new equivalent to the fresh fruit waffle sandwich. So I'm gonna try the new versions of some old favorites and see if they're better, if they're worse, if they're the same. We'll see. Just to catch you up, the last time I went to Sleepy Hollow, which was actually the second time I went for redemption, I got the corn dog. And I liked it, but it was just a corn dog, nothing special. When I came here the first time around, I got the sweet and spicy chicken waffle sandwich, which was spicy chicken tenders inside of the waffle with a coleslaw on top. I didn't like it because it was too spicy for me, and it had that bitter, spicy aftertaste that coats your mouth that I'm not a big fan of. This dish is now gone and has been replaced with the Mickey waffle with sweet and spicy maple chicken. Alright, we got the food here for the third trial at Sleepy Hollow. Let's try the savory one first. I feel like that one might be a better bet. I didn't like this last time. I thought it was too spicy. Now that it's, I don't know if it's a different chicken or if it's the same chicken. I feel like it's a different chicken. It's not as spicy. I like that chicken a lot more. There's a lot more honey, and the one that it was before, if I recall, was like more hot than it was honey. And I like that it's honey chicken. It's not as easy to eat it with the waffle now. Because, as you can see, I've only been eating the chicken. And now you have to cut up the waffle and then the chicken to get a bite of it together. It's nice together. I think I just prefer only the chicken, but like, because it's Sleepy Hollow, it needs the waffle. I like this. I went from not liking the spicy chicken to liking the spicy chicken. I don't know if they changed the chicken or if it's the same chicken and it's just a placebo, but I like this one a lot more. It's just not really spicy anymore. And I know some people would think that's a bummer, but I think that's great. Where this is a loss for people who like spice, this is a huge win for me. So I'll take it. A lot of people might think the chicken is pretty basic. I think the flavor of the chicken is really good. I think this is something I'm going to come back and order again. The other one was one that I would never come back and order again. Also, you can put some syrup on it. Ooh, don't spill on the table. Get a little sweet and savory vibe going on. This shot looks so much better. Stupid son. I should have moved. This was the only table available though. What can you do? I would also like to note that the old chicken waffle sandwich was served with house-made chips on the side, and this waffle is not. You only get the waffle. But it is a larger portion, so you win some, you lose some. Now, the very first time I went to Sleepy Hollow, I got the funnel cake with strawberries as a dessert. And I thought it was really good, really fresh and tasty, but a lot of you guys had some complaints. Because Sleepy Hollow ended up getting a kind of shaky food score, there was public outcry for me to go back and try the fresh fruit waffle sandwich. And so I did. When I went back for redemption, I got the fresh fruit waffle sandwich. This was a Magic Kingdom Disney World classic. I thought this was amazing, and this coupled with the corn dog was enough for me to raise my score for Sleepy Hollow. Then, on a random Tuesday in June, Disney changed the menu. They didn't even announce it. I assume people just walked up to the stand asking for the fresh fruit waffle sandwich, and the cast members were like, sorry, we don't have that anymore. It came as a complete shock to everyone on the internet, myself included, because it was such a popular item. So that means in this review, I will be trying the fresh fruit waffle sandwich's replacement. The Mickey waffle with chocolate hazelnut spread, bananas, berries, and whipped cream. A much heftier name than the fresh fruit waffle sandwich for sure. Okay, so the dessert one has all the same toppings, if I recall, as the fresh fruit waffle sandwich, except now it's a Mickey instead, a Mickey head. So let's see how this compares to the original that I just learned that I love, and then they took it away from me. So let's see. The marching band is going by. That's fun. This is still really good. I mean, it's still Nutella with a good waffle and and fruit on top. That's never not going to be good, and it is very good. I don't think it's as good as the fresh fruit waffle sandwich. I think the fresh fruit waffle sandwich unlocked something in that waffle. I think it was made differently, that the Mickey waffles just aren't made the same. I don't know if it's with different batter or if it's just a texture thing, but I like that waffle far more than I like this waffle. But this waffle is still good. It is still a dessert. I think it should still be a fan favorite. It's just different. It's just changed. And I like how now on the menu there's a little bit more varieties to the fruits that you can put on it. So the fruit is still nice and fresh. That hazelnut spread is still really good. Bananas are really good. The whipped cream is still really good. I love Mickey pretzels, and this is the only place you can just find a Mickey, like walk up and say like, hi, can I have a Mickey pretzel please? And they'll give one to you. So that's a perk. I do just think my perceptions on the food are going up and up and up the more I come here. By its 80th redemption, it will have a 10 out of 10. Don't you worry if you were scared that it wasn't going to be as good with the loss of the fresh fruit Nutella waffle. This is still a really, really solid dessert. Really good breakfast option too. Very good. Sleepy Hollow still gets a good score. My impressions on the food, I think it's just as good. You know, there are some things about the new sandwich that isn't as good as the old sandwich, and there are some things about the new sandwiches that are better than the old sandwiches. I like the chicken more on this one. I think the flavor of the chicken makes it so that I would be quicker to order the chicken sandwich now over the corn dog, where before I hated the chicken sandwich and wanted to order the corn dog. But that's going to be a bummer for people who used to like how spicy the chicken sandwich was. And then, of course, the fresh fruit waffle sandwich. The waffle isn't as good, but the fruit and the spread and the toppings, those are all still just as good. Squirrel! I think the food score can stay very similar, if not the same. So not much changed here. I do still miss the fresh fruit waffle sandwich, but at least we lost something to gain something that, in my opinion, is just as good. So when I originally tried Sleepy Hollow, I gave the score a 2.5 out of 5. And a lot of you guys were really upset by this because you said I got the wrong items. I didn't get the fresh fruit waffle sandwich, and that's the most popular thing on the menu. So when I went back and tried the fresh fruit waffle sandwich, I upped the score to a 4 out of 5. And now that the menu has changed and I've tried its new offerings, I think I am going to keep the score at a 4 out of 5. While the waffle itself isn't as good as it was before, I do like the chicken a whole heck of a lot more. So I think it evens out to staying exactly the same. It's still a 4 out of 5. Lastly, did I discover something? Did this redeem the location? Would I choose to eat here where before I wouldn't? Well, at first I wouldn't have eaten there, and then the fresh fruit waffle sandwich redeemed it, and I think the chicken Mickey waffle redeemed it even more. I'm now in a place where I actually want to go there for the savory food, where before I didn't, because I wasn't a fan of the chicken and the corn dog was just so-so. So now I think I am more likely to head to this location for actual lunch, as opposed to just breakfast or dessert with the Mickey waffle. And of course, I'm still going to stop by for the Mickey waffle with Nutella, because it's still just as good. Yes, I've discovered something. I've discovered that we don't have to panic. We didn't lose anything. It's just as good. So Sleepy Hollow now clocks in at a 7 out of 10, which now places it in 41st place out of 74. Sleepy Hollow just keeps clawing its way up the rankings. But for the sake of not being repetitive, I hope this is the last time I review Sleepy Hollow. If you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and send it to someone who you think might like it. But we'll see what's next.